We're getting right into grand finals now. Actually, it was a very great timing for you, bro. Thank you so much. But this game is about to get started, so I'm super excited, guys. Let's get it right into it. We have Ace, who we've been watching through this entire Top Cut run. Unfortunately, we didn't have too many people that could stream their matches, so Ace, we were lucky enough to have him. We're able to watch his matches all the way up through, and lucky enough, he made it to the finals. So finals next is cashed. Yep, grand finals right now. Little Giant says, I don't know why pikarom stopped running Rhyperior. That's a good question. I bet he's hoping that he did. I bet he's hoping that he did that round. I'll be honest. Ace here, though, he's going to be starting off with the Krogunk. Starting off with that Krogunk. Does have the eternatus, though, on the bench. And he's going to go ahead and find a Slowbro, since he does have Crobat in the active. He can switch into that Slowbro, start to get some poison damage right off the bat. Finds another Krogunk. Finds another Krogunk, and honestly, just stamping out this turn might not be a bad idea, but he's going to save it, which I think is probably definitely smart for the long run. Finds a Great Ball and some energy, so, if he's lucky next turn, depending even if he has to research out, he should be able to, get a nice attack off next turn with Eternatus VMAX. So definitely a good starting hand. Sackett here, though, running a little bit different of a variant. Still running hammers, though. Huge hammer, man. Huge hammer. Hate to see it. Well, we see Eternatus prevail through all of these crushing hammers that are people running in these tournaments, but this Eternatus, it's been really consistent so far. Congratulations to Sackett for making it all the way to the finals, man. We've seen two Pikaroms. We saw Pikarom in top 4, and we saw Pikarom in the finals now. So Pika hammers, man, it's definitely real. It's definitely real. Seems to be one of the more consistent decks that run hammers. And I'm not sure. It doesn't look like Greens, of course, because he played Marnie and stuff. So very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting indeed. Sackett he's only got 3 cards in hand though, and at the end of this turn, if he doesn't have an energy, he cannot get like a little spike draw with Tapu Koko. But he's electromagnetic radaring right now, so he'll be able to find the Pikarom and the Dedenne. Always good when you're playing Pikarom and you start your game with electromagnetic radar, because you're able to find those 2 cards, which are really useful. And he does find the Bolton, so he's probably gonna opt to, if he can, he's gonna hope. Well, he's got free retreat anyway with Tapu Koko. Always a good start, starting Pokemon as well. So, let's see. He's gonna end his turn on the Electrify, attaching 2 energies to that Pikarom. And that hammer was huge. Pretty much saved his Pokemon this turn. He can manually attach this turn, but then again, he's just hoping and praying that he doesn't get hammered again. Those hammerheads are absolutely killer, man. And Eternatus always struggles with them. Always struggles with them. I actually started to wonder recently if the Rose Engine was actually not a bad idea for Eternatus. We'll see him evolve up into it. This will open up his bench space, so he can play another Eternatus. He's going to put the energy onto that one, which is actually smart. This is smart, because, I've said it a few times before, getting that Power Accelerator off early game is oftentimes the difference between surviving through those hammers and not surviving. Doesn't find any way to switch, though, so he might just have to research out this hand, which would not be ideal, per se. But at the same time, I don't know if boss is really important for this, for this matchup specifically. Does find a switch, so that's always good. And he'll be able to end his turn with a Power Accelerator, kind of giving himself some more consistent energy, whether he evolves into this Eternatus or just attaches to the one on the bench. He should have everything he needs to get some attacks off next turn, which of course is the difference, right? So now we see a hammers, which I believe missed, and now we get a 3rd energy onto that Pikarom, Draws 2 off of it. We're going to see another radar, another electromagnetic radar. And we'll see maybe what he'll end up doing. This music stopped, so we'll put it back on. I like the music. Personally, I'm a fan of the music. Sorry, I'm just getting it up and playing. Sorry about that. Does find a Crobat of his own after dedening, so he's going to dedenne out and then Crobat out. Cashman, you play Senti, right? Yes, Cashman does. His Centiskorch list was actually featured on Pokemon.com, which is super official, actually. Really, really cool. And then after that Crobat, he's going to Marnie. So, we'll see. I mean, maybe he finds another Hammer here. Ace here, though, you know, he'll be able to evolve that second Krogunk next turn. You know, he'll be able to... I mean, that big charm on pikarom just really isn't doing anything. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. You know, he's definitely going to want to Crobat out. That's really his best and only option. You know, does he Quick Ball here to thin the deck? No, so he just goes for it. No energies, though. No energy, so he's going to have to end his turn on a Power Accelerator, or you know, if it suits him, you know, he can switch into that Slowbro, and then get some more damage counters off, and then actually he could boss into like just something because he's got 2 boss in hand, so like he could just boss 2 turns in a row. You know, really just wants to survive this turn. You know, he should be fine either way, but you know, if Sackett has boss, then that can be really tough for him. So we'll see. He just goes for the poison on the pikarom, and then goes ahead and just ends his turn. Definitely in a strange spot because now, you know, he's really relying on top decking an energy or some way to find an energy. But you know, this is going to be tough, right? Because not only is that, you know, going to be hard to come by, but your hand seems pretty useful. He could have spent the Quick Ball to bat for 2 more cards. Rip. You're right. That's what I was saying. Yeah. I mean, I don't know though, because that stamp could be really important. You know, now again in a really tough position. So I think now you maybe just switch into that other Eternatus, and then you go for the Power Accelerator, and guaranteeing that you'll be able to set up that Eternatus next turn. You know, but still in a pretty strange predicament. You know, because all this extra poison damage isn't really, you know, it's kind of going to waste against this Pikarom, which is going to just get knocked out anyway next turn. I sold my Eternatus pieces. I don't know if I will build it against this little giant. I am strongly against playing Eternatus, personally. It's one of those decks that I will never play. Ooh, the Yell Grunt. Wow. 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 Wow, man. Can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. Can't even believe it. What a clutch Yell Grunt. You know, people say Yell Grunt isn't good. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with that? Holy cow, that Yell Grunt might have just won him the game. You know, now he's just in a tough spot because he can't really Power Accelerate this turn. He doesn't have any Crobats left. Man, it's just awkward, right? It's just awkward. And that poison damage is gone as well. So I guess, you know, that hand is so big, though, you're going to want to stamp. You're going to want to stamp, and then you can also, you know, you can poison Pikarom, and then hopefully maybe that it just dies of poison in the next few turns. But in the same vein, right, that Bolton is doing a lot of damage. That Tapu Koko's got free retreat. And he poisons the Tapu Koko, which is strange. It's very strange. You know what I think would have been the play here, though? Well, but Swell is out, so he couldn't have done that. If he's able to switch, then he could have, he could have just poisoned that pikarom, gone into Hoopa for the KO. But then again, that leaves his Eternatus with no energy on it either. So in a really awkward position here, and he decides not to stamp. Kind of thinking that it's probably more worth it for me to just wait another turn and then stamp. Excuse me, but sack it here. This pikarom is looking completely powered up. He can pop off here with this Tapu Koko. He can always go into pikarom to do a solid 150. And that Bolton right now is doing massive damage. Just based off of all that energy that is on the board. And we're gonna go see, we're gonna see him just get the KO there on the We're gonna see him get the KO on that slow bro. Now he's really hoping that he draws into something. It's a hiding energy, so this is pretty much game either way, I think. So, well, Sackett just has boss for game at this point. He's got boss for game because he can just go into the Bolton and then boss into one of those two prizers and get it knocked out, like on that Crobat. We'll see what these prizes are here. Again, this is awkward though, because no matter what, he needs 2 more KOs because these are all only 2 prize Pokemon on Sackett's bench. So we'll see here. Does he have boss for game? Between the Bolton and the Tapu Koko, both of them are doing really impressive damage right now. Really important amounts of damage. Goes into the Tapu Koko, smart, of course, just because of the free retreat. And let's see if he top decks boss or has it in deck. Either way though, oh, there's a hammer. Dang. Dang, there's the heads too. So I think it's just really tough in general because, he'll pop off with this Bolton. He's gonna do the damage. It's not gonna be enough for the KO, but now that Tapu Koko is gonna be able to finish it off no matter what. So I'm pretty sure that is game for Ace. I don't know what else he can do, particularly. Now that I think about it. He's just really squeezed for energy, and the Sackett was really smart in setting up only 2 prizers on his bench while also spreading that energy around, and that's going to be a game 1 loss there for Ace. It's going to be a little game 1 loss there for Ace. He's feeling probably a little bit concerned, right? I mean, he had some bad luck that game. Got hammered, I think, 2 or 3 times. Didn't have the best of starts. Kind of dead drew there for 2 or 3 turns in the middle of that match. So, I think if all of that doesn't happen and more things go right for Ace, he's gonna have a good chance of winning the next few matches. But we'll see. We will see. Little Giant says this is the first game, right? Yep, this was first game Grand Finals. Sackett, pikarom is up 1-0 right now on the Poison Eternatus played by Ace. Either way you slice it, though, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a new Chill Series champion. Sorry, okay. Let me try it again. Vroblero? Thank you for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, my man. Man. Just a little chill stream right now. Just a chill 11 p.m. stream. Pretty early, actually, as far as these tournaments go. We went through 80, like an 80-person tournament, 7 rounds of Swiss, onto the potentially the final match of the night in under 4 hours. So, very smooth tournament, very quick, very smooth tournament. That's what I like to see. We all get to go to bed at a reasonable time. Well, maybe you guys. I'll be up for a while. Bro, Bolero, thanks for streaming. Hey, dude, listen. I love streaming, man. These tournaments are so fun. I love making the content, and I love sort of, building a community with all you guys. The tournaments are absolutely phenomenal, but again, it gives me a lot of opportunity to stream like this, talk to a lot of you guys, really build a good foundation for our community while also giving me really great content for YouTube, which is another big plus. So definitely go check out the YouTube channel. Everything linked down below. Our Discord server actually just hit 500 people tonight, which is a super big milestone. I'm hoping to hit 500 on the YouTube channel here in the next few weeks as well. Little Giant says, I like playing competitive, and I'm glad ADPZ is seeing less play in these because it adds more variety. We actually have a decent amount of ADP if you look at the deck distribution graphs from previous tournaments. But one thing that you'll notice, and one thing that's really apparent, is that we haven't had an ADP win a tournament yet. This is our 6th tournament, and we won't have an ADP win this one either. So we're gonna have gone 6 tournaments without ADP winning. I believe we have 2 second place placements for ADP, and plenty of top 16 and top 8s, but no wins for ADP, which is interesting. This potentially could be the second. Well, actually, we had eternatus win our Chill Series 2, number 2, and we had a pikarom win Chill Series number 4, I believe. So either way, this is one of these decks is going to be our first 2-time winner in terms of as far as deck archetypes go, which is really interesting to think about. When it goes to the Chill Series, I think eternatus and pikarom are the 2 best decks so far for our season. Hot take, pikarom, best deck in format? Hot take? I don't know, man. It's pretty nasty. I mean, especially right now, hammers is so good. If you're able to get those hammers, it's a really good matchup against eternatus and ADP, right? So I think pikarom's in a pretty good spot in general, right? Speaking in generalities in the format, it's one of those sort of niche things where sometimes pikarom just always seems to find its spot in whatever meta is currently available right now, and it just sort of finds a way to be really consistent and get really good placements. Even after rotation, even after Rose lost Thunder Mountain and Electro Power and all things like that. Now we got this sentimental music playing. Is this the end? Is this the end of the Chill Series number 6? Oh man, I'm getting emotional over here. I'm just kidding. So he's got 2 energy in the discard pile here. He's got the Choo-Choo out in the active, but he'll be able to Coco out. He does need probably one more Pokemon on the bench in order to get both of those, electric energies, lightning energies onto his board. He does find the Dene there. But does he get rid of an energy switch? No, he gets rid of a normal switch. I'm in another radar, so let's see. Does he have an energy switch? Is he gonna be able to Coco out this turn? Or, use Coco. So he'll do this. If he has Switch in hand, then that's 3 energies on pikarom in his first turn. And there it is, wow. Phenomenal start. Phenomenal start, man. What else can I say? What else can I say? And he's going to Marnie to end his turn. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. But again, this doesn't mean that Ace is in a bad spot at all, right? I mean, this pikarom is going to be doing damage. It's going to be accelerating energy. But, if Ace is able to fill up his bench here, if he's able to fill up his bench and he's able to, get into that Eternatus VMAX, then, if he gets the KO on this pikarom this turn, then, that can be the game. That can really be the difference. So yeah, I think right here, he finds the Eternatus, opens up his bench, and then he Crobats out for a clean 6-card sweep. Clean 6-card draw. And right now it's really important, so he finds another Crobat, Which, yeah, I think he just plays. Yeah. So that's really smart, actually. Super smart. There it is. So he's going to be able to get the KO this turn on that pikarom. Um, you know, I almost feel like, I don't know how to feel about that turn right there. I mean, yes, you did get that early KO on the pikarom. You're in a really good spot. Sackett, he's only got that Tapu Koko with the energy, and he's only got 3 cards in hand, while your hand is huge, and you have this powered up bench and this powered up eternatus, and he actually finds another one right there. So he's definitely in a good spot, but here's the thing, right? All Sackett needs is like a stamp and like a boss or something crazy like that. And there's the stamp. So, this is what I was talking about, right? So Pikarom, it's sort of like a rubber band, right? So, as much as you like to stretch and bend Pikarom, it's going to snap right back at you, in a really disgusting way. And there's a Hammers. Oh, man. Do we get 2 Hammerheads in one turn? Perhaps. Perhaps. And there's the Crobat. There's the Crobat. And he's going to switch into Koko. Potentially even finding another Hammers here. Let's see if a second Hammer pops off. Sackett having really good Hammer luck right now in this set. And that's realistically that's the difference. Dang. So, here's the thing. You're going to want to knock out this Tapu Koko, but if you do, you're very likely going to get knocked out yourself next turn. I think it might even be smart to just, first of all, I think it might be smart to put an energy onto, I know, but you can't do that. You can't, yeah. You're going to have to just go for the KO here, and then hope that, hope that you can kind of stall your opponent from taking, those 6 prizes before you're able to just take 1 more prize. And depending on what he picks off here in these prize cards, it could be, it could be a big difference here. So he finds another boss and an Eternatus VMAX, which was really important for him. So next turn, if he wants, he can evolve in, he can boss Crobat out. So we'll see here. It's definitely, everything's possible, but again, you're so afraid of Hammers right now. You're like insanely afraid of getting hammered once, twice, and no matter what, you're just terrified. But it doesn't actually look like Sackett will be able to get the KO this turn, because he has no way of placing on another energy, because Tapu Koko was used, I believe. It was used, and he already put an energy on. So there's the Hammer. Tails. Oh my gosh. The biggest coin flip of the night. And he flips Tails right there. And he's going to go into 2-2 in that game because, Ace has boss, unless we see like a Marnie or... No, so there it is. Game 2 is going to go to Ace, so congratulations to Ace for pushing this to a Game 3. And I absolutely love when we have Game 3s here in Grand Finals at the Chill Series. So here we go, guys. Super stressful, but super cool at the same time. Good luck to both competitors. Very interested to see who will be our next Chill Series champion and get, an automatic qualification into our Chill Series Invitational that's coming at the end of the season. Sackett's like, I'm going to go second, bro. And yeah, he is, man. He wants that turn 1 Hammers, and I understand. Loved that voice crack. Alright, little giant. Come on now. You didn't have to point it out. You didn't have to say it. You could have just, like, laughed at it. You could have just, like, you know what I mean? You didn't have to just type that in chat. You didn't have to do that, giant. It's whatever, dude. It's whatever, bro. It's a long night. I've been talking all night. Alright, I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. Alright, might even ban you. Might even just give you the ban hammer. Just kidding. Just kidding, bro. We're chill here. It's all chill. It's all chill? My cat is sleeping right behind me. Little Giant says, hi, YouTube. Sure, this will go on YouTube. Okay. So, this is interesting. I think you do find Crobat this turn. He'll attach an energy. And he Crobat. So it's interesting that he didn't wait to use that Crobat. But I guess in the scheme of things, it didn't really matter a whole lot. We'll see. Maybe it did matter. We'll have to wait and see in the long run. Ace Cannon gets what's that? So we got Boston, a Krogunk, and then gives him the heart. Sackett has to detonate out. His hand is looking mighty clean right now. That's all I'm saying. You know, if he's able to, you know, he's got everything he needs. So if he doesn't get Marnied this turn, no, ban me. I'm not ADP. Listen, Little Giant, you want to be ADP because if you are ADP, you're never gonna get banned. How's that for like some reverse psychology right now? Everyone's gonna want you to get banned, but you're never gonna get banned if you're ADP. 18 people. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's got some chill, some nice smooth music right here in the background. I don't even know what it's from. Sounds like a remix of maybe like some. Is that the Gen 2 music? I have no idea, but it sounds good. He's gonna find a Boltund, put the energy on, perhaps looking for a way to switch out, and he does. So, you know, that's clutch. Sure. Oh, and there's the Marnie. Ooh. Ace, his heart. Yeah, his heart is broken. I break for him as well. I really break for him. Man, I mean, his hand isn't actually terrible, all things considering. Really, just sort of, you know, you're really hoping that you get something good off that great ball. But other than that, fine. I just snipe your Dedenne and win with skill. Wow. Oh, there's the quick ball. So this is a good hand. Very good hand. So he's going to be able to attach onto this Eternatus V, you know, and then he can switch into Krogunk. Yep, you know, and then he'll go to the Eternatus. So he'll quick ball away the energy, which is tough, but you're going to want that Crobat, right? It's pretty essential. And then now I guess you Great Ball and find the VMAX. Let's go. Let's go. I bet he's hyped right now. He's got the juices flowing. His heart is pumping. He just needs a few more cards here, and he finds a Pokecom and another Research, man. You know, but does he want to discard an energy? Does he have the energy to discard is the question. He's like, do I? Oh, he's like, I only have 3 in deck. He's like, I'm sweating. Ace is sweating right now. He's curious. He's like, you know, he's like, what's good right now? He's like, what's good? You know, Sackett, you know, we look at Sackett right now, he's probably a little bit sketched out himself. Pulls 2 energies from the prize cards, which kind of makes sense, right? In terms of just the math there. You know, next turn, still in a weird position. Because he doesn't really have, I mean, he can attach ice. Yeah, I don't really know what he wants to do next turn. He's gonna go into pikarom. I think Sackett knows. I think he knows he's up against the ropes right now, and it's just not looking good for him. Definitely not looking good for him at all. There's the Choo-Choo. You know, so if he can get a big charm on that Choo-Choo, then potentially, you know, he can save himself a round or 2 against this Eternatus, but such a big threat. Such a big threat right now. A level 3 energy and a Research. Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but at the same time, like, you know, could be worse. I don't know. We'll see what he top decks into. He gets Marnied anyway, which he's probably not too upset about, right? I mean, if he gets hammered, though, he's going to want an energy. He doesn't have one anyway. With a boss, too. Tails didn't really even matter that much, but not bad at all. You know, if he ends up retreating out of this pikarom, then, you know, he's got the boss. Yeah, man. So this is, you know, Ace is in a really good spot right now. He's in a really good spot. because he's able to just knock out this pikarom. But if he's smart, actually, he might boss into the choo-choo and knock it out. That way he doesn't get poisoned next turn. Food for thought. But at the same time, he doesn't have the Pokemon count, so he can't. So yeah, I mean that does make sense. Oh, Crobat's really nice. 2's even better than 1. We got a Crobat bargain sale here. And then it does have the Toxicroak, so if he wants to, he might be able to just do some cheeky little double switch poisoning on this choo-choo. But the tough thing here is, if he gets poisoned this turn, that Marnie is really big. So if he gets poisoned this turn, or sorry, if he gets paralyzed this turn, then it's oh man, it's getting a little awkward here. There's the hammer. Wow, so 2 hammer misses, and now Sackett has no hammers. You hate to see it. That Stamp was also really big. So Choo-Choo, he's gonna go ahead and get the poison here. And Ace is really hoping to get a good top deck. And he doesn't. So again, gets put in a really, I gotta have this man's list, building an Eternatus against this little giant. That's funny, man. That's funny. So it's just a little bit awkward here. Okay, we're in an awkward position for Ace because, we're actually both players are in a pretty awkward position in retrospect. Sackett, he won't really be able to do any other big damage after the KO on this Eternatus. Oh, there's the Crobat. This game again, it just comes down to, what you draw from your deck. And this is where really that sequencing throughout the game comes in handy. So bye-bye to that Eternatus, and Sackett here goes up to a big 9-card hand. If you're Sackett, you're also kind of wishing that you still have that pikarom for that GX attack. Ooh, there's a research. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Does he find a VMAX here on this Great Ball? I think you. I don't know if you can't. You don't put anything on the bench. But does he find a VMAX here? He doesn't. He doesn't. And also at the moment your hand is looking a little bit kind of sketch because it's not really great. I mean, obviously that Stamp was really good. I still don't get why they don't play Rhyperior. You're shaking my head. I know, man. Wow. Yeah, that's all I can say is wow. That poison damage is going to be really nice, I suppose. Really depending on what's in Sackett's hand right now. Patchy says XD, lol. I know, man, it's so funny, dude. Like, what is going on right now? These games become so stressful because it just becomes a matter of, like, who gets that right card first at the end of the game. Ace should buy a lottery ticket. He should. You should. I don't condone gambling, but when you have that nice luck, it might be just might be not a bad idea. We'll see, dude. So this is game, right? Next turn. This is game. Probably most likely it's game. If Sackett doesn't have, what he needs this turn. And I think he's realizing it too. I think he's like, I got 12 cards in deck. I got this Choo-Choo here. It's only got 3 energy on. It's got the poison on him. He does have a switch card, so he's gonna go into the Tapu Koko and he can free retreat back in to get that poison damage off. But at the same vein, Slowbro's not attacking, so it's really not that big of a deal since he's able to retreat and or switch out, whatever it might be. But I think he knows that that's probably his best option. And we see a boss, so this is actually really clutch. That was a really clutch play. Very clutch play. Oh, oh no, guys. We find a switch. Okay, so no Eternatus VMAX yet, but he will be able to find it, which means that he can Crobat again this turn, while also getting a switch. So if he's able to find another way to switch out, whether that's a Dark City, another switch card, whatever it might be, then he knows that that's going to be win condition. And he's going to go ahead and just start thinning the deck. I think you play that. You play everything, man. You just start playing your shit because you need to draw into a way to switch. Dang, man. Let's see. He's counting it up. He's like, well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway because he's going to play that Croagunk. He's going to say, well played. Oh, he's not poisoned? He's not poisoned, boys. And that's game. Woo! Chill Series number 6. Just wrapping up like that. Congratulations to Ace, man. Absolutely crazy. It's crazy. Ace, man, congratulations, and congratulations to, to Sackett for making it all the way to the finals. I mean, listen, let me move back over to commentary here. That was one hell of a run. I mean, we watched Ace from the very beginning, and he took down Breakzard, 2 Pikaroms. That Eternatus list was looking pretty stellar. It was looking really stellar, and he evolved. He did literally evolve. So, man, congratulations to everyone who played in the tournament tonight. Specifically, congratulations to Ace. I'm going to hit up Ace real quick, and let's see if we can't just bring him on call. Maybe we ask him some questions. Maybe we talk to him a little bit. Give me one moment. We'll see if we can bring him on. We haven't done a champion interview for a little while now. We'll see. We'll see, man. But we have our Chill Series number 6 champion. And Eternatus VMAX. Hey, there he is. What's going on, Ace?
Very good, in my opinion. And again, so when you play Spiritombs, you kind of like are susceptible to someone playing Zigzagoon and just kind of knocking that out and getting a game by that. I like the Poison, of course, because it gets those big knockouts. People running Big Charm. If I can get like 3 of them out, I can OHKO Turnus VMAX and a Centiscorch VMAX. Just getting those one shots is really, really important. Plus, playing the high counts of Switch against a lot of pikarom decks now, playing that like choo-choo style. I feel like that's the thing I probably ran in with Eternatus. I would get like what's it called, Tandem Shocked, and I only run like 2 Switch in the deck, so I just lose that way.
Right.
And so I feel like the high V Switch count plus just being able to do that was really good. And of course, I had luck on my side this entire tournament. Those top decks and top cut were pretty insane.
For sure, those top decks were insane. The whiffs on hammers in that last match was also really clutch. That last one specifically.
Yeah. The reason I lost one match in Swiss is because some guy hit triple head hammers.
Yeah, and that'll happen, dude. That'll happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One thing that people, a lot of people kind of sleep on the poison build for Eternatus. But one thing that I really like about it, not only are you doing that consistent extra damage, with the poison on your opponent's active Pokemon, but the very nature of that build means that you have a lot of options to switch, right? So, pretty much no matter what during the game, you're gonna have an option to double switch out or single switch out, whatever it might be, which helps a lot for consistency in general with this list.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like just playing the high counts of the what's it called, the Pokecoms, Quick Balls, Great Balls, the 4-4-4 that a lot of people are running. I've seen some Eternatus lists kind of cut down on the Pokecom and such like that, and I feel like just playing pure everything that I can be as consistent as possible. That's why I cut Marnie actually for my deck, and I ran a Reset Stamp Pokegear combo because I felt like hitting Research was the only way I was winning games because I needed to see as many cards as possible on like turns 1 and 2.
For sure. I mean, I I agree. I mean, the stamp obviously like also was super clutch for you
Yeah,
late
the
in that game.
stamps won me games so many times. It's
Your
really
stamp.
good.
I mean, people like to say like like boss wins games and everything like that, but stamp specifically is like super clutch. Um, for that exact scenario. Um, well, man, you know, I don't know if you've checked out the YouTube channel at all, but we do these videos with the champions where we interview them and we go over their deck list and play a few matches against them. We do their own video with the champions of our
Awesome.
tournaments.
Yeah,
So
cool. That'd be cool. Yeah.
yeah, if you're free in the next few days, we'll get that set up and hopefully people look forward to that. For now though, it's late. I got a lot of logistic stuff to do. I got to get all the prizes out, send all the
Definitely.
data. Yeah, send all the data over to PokeStats. So um, Sack actually, your opponent was live streaming on Twitch, and right now I believe we should be able to raid him. So
Yeah. Oh man, well, thank you so much for. I mean, I'm glad I, made this good run and be the only one that could really stream. Of
yeah,
course, I was a little hesitant at first, but I got it done, and yeah, man, this is my first online tournament win, so I'm pretty excited about that.
that's super cool, bro. Well, congratulations, man. You had a really good run. It was really great to watch you, man. And, hopefully, we get to see you play in the next few tournaments.
Definitely, and thank you guys for hosting. You guys do a really good time, like just good, smooth event. So, of course, if anyone hasn't, checked them out, you definitely have to. It's super smooth, super easy. I really, really love this event.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you saying that.
Of course. Well, you have a good night, man.
You too, bro. Congratulations.
Thank you.